Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. We're going to do a little bit of Avengers love today. So these are some more books that I picked up from the con last weekend. Super excited to have these and a couple of signatures, so let's get into it. First book we have is the New Avengers number 35. And this is, of course, the Venomized Wolverine. So as you all will remember, there's big Venomized craze last year. Every single character got covered in goo. This one came out a little bit before that, but still, all the same, it was pretty popular. You know, I picked the book up for $1, so I was very happy to get it for $1. I didn't expect, I just didn't expect that. It was the kind of book that I didn't want to spend a bunch of money for, but if I came across it on the cheap, I was going to buy it. It's an absolute perfect copy of the book. I love the color on this, the orange in the background and kind of the color up top. It's very, very pretty. The yellow Avengers logo, everything about it, it just works for me. I really like it. I'm surprised I hadn't bought it sooner, but honestly, it's the first time I had seen it in person. And really, after seeing it in person, I probably would have paid $5 or $10 for that book because I like it so well. But online, it just never looked as good to me. But anyway, next we have Silver Surfer number 75. This has got that foil on it. Look at that. Whee! And it's the giant size 75th issue extravaganza. So you're welcome for that. It's got a big old nick right there. But other than that, picked it up for $1. And I'm a sucker for those foils. Man, it looks good. All the characters on there. You got Galactus over there. I mean, what's not to like about that? I just like it. It's good stuff. Next, I got a couple of books signed. Mike Zeck was there, and he didn't have his usual carnival barker. There's a lady that has been with him in the past, and she just screams and yells and acts horrible and, treats him like a sideshow. And screams, "Oh, come see the amazing Mike Zeck and, sign up for a raffle." And it's just freaking horrible. But at this con, she wasn't there yet. She had actually wasn't going to be making it till the second day. And they had opened up the con on Thursday. So he was there and she wasn't. So I asked him, I said, "Where's your wife?" And he's like, "Who?" I was like, "Your wife, the lady." He's like, "Oh, she's not my wife." He said, "She just books most of my shows. And so she goes with me and helps me out, but she's not my wife." I was like, "Oh, okay." And, I guess I assumed that it was his wife, because why would anyone put up with a woman like that if they weren't your wife? But anyway, so first up we have Captain America Annual number 8. This is a book I already owned. Pretty decent copy of the book. Last time I met Zeck, I was going to bring this book to get signed, but I had got some false information that he charged like 40 or 50 bucks a book, but he didn't. He charges like, I don't even think it was like 10, 15 bucks. I mean, it was super cheap. So, for a Mike Zeck signature. Now, he does charge. Some people don't charge at all, but I did expect it to be higher. So this time I came prepared and I brought a couple of books to get signed. Last time I only got my Secret Wars 8 signed. So there you go, Captain America Annual number 8. Signed by Mike Zeck, right there across the top, or the middle. Really like that. That's a great cover. Classic cover. And you're on the right track when every book you bring for an artist to sign, they have a poster of that they're going to sign, so you know that you're liking books. This was one that he particularly liked, and he had a bunch of posters of, and it's Secret Wars number 10. Just a great Doom cover. I mean, that's probably my favorite Dr. Doom cover ever. So much going on here, so busy, so much destruction and power on display here. Just fantastic. And great placement on the signature. I really like that. Just really, it looks great. I was super happy with the way that this book turned out. I like that he doesn't obstruct the art too much, just a little, but pretty much keeps the cover pristine. And a lot of the most of the books that I go for newsstand. But for the Secret Wars 8 collection, I like it with the little Spidey head on the bottom for the direct edition, because that shows the the black suit Spidey. So for most of my collection in Marvel in this time period, I go for newsstand. But for this particular series, I prefer the Blackhead Spidey. So there you go. The Tick came out to say hello. Say hello, Tick. Look at that. Spoon! And that's what he says to get ready for the next big book. So this next one is a key. I picked this up. I'm telling you. I've been dancing around this book for over a year, and I never pulled the trigger on it because I just didn't like the price. People were asking. It's a cool cover. It's a cool book. It's a first appearance. But, man, people want $100 for this book. But it's Avengers 144. So I saw this at a dealer's table. I noticed he was using a price guide. This book was priced. So I was happy to see that he had a price guide on him. And when I checked the price, this book was $12. And I was like, holy cow, that's a great deal for that book. I immediately snatched it up and was looking for other books. Anytime I see a dealer with a price guide out, I'll dig through their long boxes. Now, if it's just a regular dealer, they're using eBay prices or whatever, I usually don't break my back across their long boxes. But when I see a price guide out, that's a great time to start digging through long boxes, because a lot of times the dealers will have things that are not priced in the current market. They'll be, a year ago's prices or even worse. So sometimes they don't even get the newest price guide. Sometimes they're working off a price guide a year ago. So anyway, and when those things are printed, they're already outdated. So here you go. You got Avengers number 144. There's a little bit of something. I can't really tell what it is, but it's kind of raised. It's like a little scratch or something like that right over the E. You can kind of see it there where it breaks a little bit of color. Other than that, the book's perfect. So for $12, I'll take it. And then I was walking through the con and I saw another first appearance of Hellcat, of course. I think prior to this, she was just the cat. So this is the first Hellcat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I love the Beast on this cover too. I think he looks great. It's just a great Avengers team up. Everybody looking real good there. And I like the Hellcat. I think she looks great with her claws and her feet and everything jumping out at you. So anyway, I had picked up this book right away pretty early in the convention. And then as I was walking through the con, I was keeping an eye out for the book. And I saw another dealer had the book. And he had it. And so I just asked him, I was like, how much do you have on Avengers 144? And the guy said, I got $100 on it. I was like, ah, oh, yes. I just liked it because I'd already bought this one for $12. And he said, yeah, but, he said, hey, this is a hot book. First appearance of Hellcat. It's a hot book. And I already knew that because I have seen it other places and had worked deals down to about $40 to $50, and I still didn't want to pay that much. And then he was like, well, whatever. It's the first day of the con. I'll give it to you for $90. I said, no, that's okay. I just wanted to know how much you had on it. Thank you. I didn't even ask him to pull it off the wall. I just wanted to know. So there you go. Avengers 144, first appearance of Hellcat. And we had Secret Wars 10. And we had Captain America Annual 8, both signed by Zeck. Silver Surfer 75 with the foil. And New Avengers 35 with the Venomized Wolverine. So there you go, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that little haul. Go Avengers. And looking forward to Endgame. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks. Have a good one. Read a comic. Bye.